Today is a very big day as we whip out the hammer because it is time to begin demolition. This is our brand new home and we have less than 2 months to move in. My name is Orion, this is Jess and Benji, and I have a really bad habit of taking on too much at once. For the past year, I have been renovating our home, building a conservatory, converting a garage, and now we're having a baby and we're moving house. So make sure you hit subscribe to follow along every single Wednesday and Sunday to see how we turn this into our family home. Okay, well, we have been putting this off for so long, and it's partially because I just don't want to get rid of this bench that took me forever to build. To be fair, I never actually finished it, and it's not the most perfect thing I've ever built, but it is a labor of love. And I'm a bit sad to see it go. You might be wondering why I actually have to tear this bench out when I spent so long building it only 9 months ago. But before we move out of the flat, we need to return a lot of the things back to the way they were. From sockets to built-in structures, they all need to go, otherwise I'll get charged with a big fee. Now, I would like to keep a lot of the materials I've used here. However, as you see here, I don't think that's going to be quite possible. When I actually built the bench, I didn't have access to a second fixed nail gun. So the whole thing is screwed together in the hopes that I could always just unscrew it. But I've also covered over those screws and it's proving to be quite difficult. Okay, right, yeah, this is not going to work. So, meet the demolition team. We've got hammers, we've got pry bars, we've got nail removers, everything you could possibly need to destroy a built-in bench. However, before we get on with demolition, we need to remove our table, our extremely large table, because it's in the way and we don't want to ruin it. Whether or not this actually fits in a new house or not, we have absolutely no idea, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Now it's time for demolition. As I take this apart, I am really regretting using the amount of construction adhesive that I did use when I put this thing together. Originally, I didn't plan on using nails to put the paneling on, but because it kept on prying itself from the backboard, I actually had to glue it and then screw it. So it's twice the amount of effort to take it off. At least we have got lots of firewood now. Hopefully the rest of this demolition should come easier as the screws are larger, which means I can actually get them out with the screwdriver rather than having to pry everything off. I don't think there's much more glue either, so we should be good. Oh, I've seen it. This is hot work. I'm sweaty. I'm getting a bit lazy. Much easier. That's a good bit of timber. Progression has been made. We are literally just left with the base now to remove, which should be nice and easy, with the exception of the sockets. Before we do that, we need to tidy up because this place is becoming quite the mess. Benjamin!
Oh my goodness!
Do you want to collect the screws up?
Yeah. Mommy, get the picture. Look at the big ones.
Yeah, they've all got to go in that little pot.
The Whittle, the big ones.
Yeah, we'll sort them out afterwards.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That all the screws.
I think so. Thumbs up.
Much better. Now I think this should just lift off.
Oh, the light switch has stopped you.
Okay. Oh. One piece. I don't think this one will lift up. And that is because I built this box unit in here to house the socket that came out of it. So I need to go around the other side, remove this freezer so I can unplug the socket that is behind all of this. In every cupboard, there is just more stuff for us to move to the new house. But that can wait for another day, as we are focusing on this today. Now let's see if this pries off. Okay, it doesn't still. Okay. I think I glued it. Oh, I did glue it. But that construction adhesive is very good. Now that we've got it opened, we can actually start emptying this out and packing it away, because the rest of the structure is incredibly easy to take apart. Right, we need the boxes. Lots of really big, hard casing boxes. I did try to get some of the ones I used before from Tesco, but they don't have any, so we have got these things. Really, really useful boxes. And there is quite the amount of stuff to go in them. I am going to try and be as efficient as possible as to not waste the space in the boxes, because they aren't cheap either. Okay, scrap that. I've just chucked it all in a box. With the bench storage all nice and empty, it is time to remove these sockets. And before you do anything with electrics, you should always turn them off at the fuse. This goes without saying. If you don't have the confidence to do something like this, or don't have any experience in working with sockets and stuff like that, then please do not copy what I'm about to do. But this voltage tester pen will actually tell me if the socket is still live, which is not. I can literally hold it anywhere. I can even hold it against the cable. It would beep red if this was still live, so it's safe to work with. Now it's just a case of removing the socket, disconnecting the cables, and making sure they're all safely tidied away. And with it safely tied away in a Wago box, we can go ahead and turn the power back on. So now if I use my voltage tester and hold it to the wire, you'll see that it's live and it beeps to tell me. Incredibly handy tool to have. Now we are just left with the frame, which once I dismantle, we are done.
Are you a witch on a broom?
Part of me thinks that if we'd actually had nailed this together, oh my god, it would have been a right pain in the ass to take apart.
Probably.
At least with screws, it does just come undone. Oh, that's a headache. That is hot and sweaty work, but I'm glad it's done. Now that we have removed the bench and piled up all the wood, what I'm thinking is I get a skirting board to fit across here and then put the socket back in the wall. Unfortunately, I can't seem to find the skirting board that used to belong there. I genuinely cannot remember where I put it, so I'm just gonna have to replace it for now. That will do nicely. That's it. Hopefully it fits here, which it does. I actually left a couple of inches on so I could trim it up to size, and it will fit perfectly. But before we fit the skirting board to the wall, I need to sort out the electrics and get the new socket fitted in. So the first thing we're gonna have to do is trace around our back box so we can actually start cutting out the plasterboard using our multi-tool. Before we can actually fit the back box into the wall, we need to fish the cables from behind so we can actually get them to our socket. Once we have done that, we can screw our back box into the stud work, and then it's just a case of reconnecting all the wires and fitting the new socket. And after a long time later, the new socket is in and working. Now I think we should probably clean up the mess that I've created and get the skirting board fitted. There's absolutely no rocket science to this. I'm going to cut the skirting board down to size, glue it, and then just fit it to the wall. This has taken way longer than I anticipated, but it is essentially back to how it was when I first moved in. And it may be odd, but we still kind of have a dining table set up. Benji is sitting on my old desk chair, and we have moved the bench against the wall with the old cushion on it so we can sit against the wall and still sit at our table. It is most definitely random, but this will do until we are ready to move. And after a few days use, it is actually holding up, despite all the stuff that is still left on the wall. And all of the stuff that is currently left in the corner of the room. There is so much to do and so little time. We are quite literally days away from acquiring the new house, and I feel barely completed here. I have been doing stuff off camera because, as I said before, I don't want to film me just moving one thing to another place and moving. It's just a lot of A to B, B to A, and it's just not fun to do, to be honest. It's very tedious. It's exhausting alongside, work, live streaming, everything else that I've currently got going on. Where at this point I would like to apologize that there was no video the last Sunday, the Sunday just gone, I kind of skipped over a video to take some time to spend with family. I appreciate all of the lovely comments and replies and feedback that I got from that video. I know it was a very short and sweet one, just to let you guys know what's going on. But we are getting ever so slightly closer to the baby arriving, and things are just starting to pile up. And before you know it, as I say in my intro, I take on far too many things, and my stress levels are hitting a new high. However, with the sound of productivity outside, I am feeling motivated to get everything done, ready in time for the baby. And speaking of which, a lot of people gave me some really good feedback on whether they'd like to see like a nesting live stream. So this Sunday, where there would normally be a vlog, there may still be a vlog and a live stream, but stay tuned, keep your eyes peeled on YouTube, because we will be doing a live stream of going through the baby stuff and just chatting with you guys, doing a bit of a Q&A. So if you have any questions, then please take the opportunity now to leave them in the comments down below. That can be related to the campsite, where I'm moving.
This is a reminder. Do the washing.
Look at me. I'm being productive. I've got reminders and everything. Okay, Alexa, stop. Even my AI assistant is nagging me. Oh, and I should probably clarify that that's not the AI assistant. That's my nan-in-law. Is that what you say? I'm not even married yet, but I guess that's what. Shout out to Gail. She watches the vlogs, and I really do appreciate it. I love Gail. She's great. But yes, there will be a live stream this weekend of us going through baby things, answering all questions, as I said, related to the campsite, the land, where we're moving, what's happening with the baby. Anything that you want to ask me, let me know in the comments down below, and I will do my best to answer them, because it will be a bit of a family stream. Me, Jess, and maybe Benji. He might be in bed by that point. Actually, well, no, he won't be in bed yet, but he might have a little bit of a guest appearance. So if you want to ask us some questions, then please do let us know in the comments down below, so we can prepare ourselves for the most random and odd questions. But guys, I'm going to wrap up the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm sorry that we're in this weird middle ground at the moment where I'm not really doing a project, but I have a lot going on that isn't really filmable, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm sorry. There is a lot of really cool stuff coming up, probably starting in a week or so. So it's not too long away until we get cracking on with the next project, and how I'm going to tackle that, I have no idea yet. We'll figure it out as we go. But yeah, I really do appreciate you guys tuning in and leaving all the comments and stuff and liking the video. It helps a ton. So if you are someone who enjoys my videos, then do leave a thumbs up rating, because it actually genuinely helps the channel grow, and we're still growing. I don't get it. Why do people watch me do stupid crap like demolishing a bench? I have no idea. If you're on a TV, a tablet, if you're watching on the radio, can you watch on a radio? You probably could. You can watch on these things, these Google devices. Hit subscribe, find the subscribe button, create an account, hit subscribe, and join the family with our growth. Jess is taking over some B-roll. I hope you noticed that in today's vlog. She's learning how to properly use cameras and stuff like that, and getting into B-roll and compositions and all this crazy stuff that I just don't have the time to learn how to do. So if you like Jess's face appearing in the vlogs a little bit more, then let me know down below, and I shall catch you guys next time. I'm going to stop rambling. I'm sorry, this has been like the world's longest outro to a vlog ever, but there's so much going on in this head. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Peace, much love, bye. This is our brand new home, and we have less than 2 months to move. But before we get on with demolition, it's a little bit basically all to help. Thumbnails.